History remembers the iconic words, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." But what history often forgets is the terrifying reality Neil Armstrong faced just moments before uttering them. The story you think you know is only half the truth. What really happened in those final seconds before the Eagle touched down on the lunar surface? Stay with me, because the answer will change everything you thought you knew about the first moon landing. The world held its breath on July 20th, 1969, in living rooms across the globe. Families huddled around their television sets, watching grainy black and white images broadcast from 250,000 miles away. Inside the cramped lunar module, known as the Eagle, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin were on their final descent. The mood in mission control was electric, a mixture of hope and heart-pounding anxiety. They were minutes away from making history, but then a jarring alarm pierced the calm. A 12:02 program alarm. It was a code no one wanted to hear. The guidance computer, the very brain of the spacecraft, was overloaded. It couldn't keep up. Imagine driving a car at high speed when suddenly your GPS, your speedometer, and all your dashboard lights start flashing gibberish. That's what Armstrong was facing. Mission control scrambled. Young engineers, guys in their 20s, frantically sifted through pages of data. The fate of the mission and the lives of the astronauts rested on their shoulders. The call came from a 26-year-old guidance officer named Steve Bales. We re-go on that alarm. He was betting their lives on his belief that the computer was only complaining, not failing. But the alarms kept coming. 1201. 12:02 again. Each one was a fresh jolt of adrenaline, a new wave of doubt. Armstrong, ever the cool-headed pilot, took manual control. He peered out of the tiny triangular window, his heart rate spiking to over 150 beats per minute. What he saw was a nightmare. The computer was taking them into a crater, a field of massive boulders the size of cars. Landing there would mean certain catastrophe. The Eagle would be torn apart. With fuel running dangerously low, Armstrong had to make a split-second decision. Trust the malfunctioning computer, or trust his own skill as one of the world's best test pilots. He chose himself. He wrestled with the controls, firing the thrusters, skimming over the deadly boulder field, searching for a safe spot. Back in Houston, the tension was unbearable. The voice of the capsule communicator, or Capcom, crackled through the speakers, counting down the fuel. 60 seconds. 60 seconds of fuel left. If they didn't land in 1 minute, they would have to abort the mission and attempt a risky emergency ascent. The dream would be over. Armstrong's eyes scanned the grey, desolate landscape. He was flying a completely new type of vehicle in a completely alien environment. There were no runways, no landing lights, just craters and shadows. He was flying by the seat of his pants. 30 seconds, came the voice from Earth. The fuel gauge was screaming empty. Then, a quiet patch of ground appeared. It was their only shot. Armstrong eased the craft down, feathering the thrusters, fighting to keep it stable. The seconds stretched into an eternity. Then, a small blue light flickered on the control panel. "Contact light," Aldrin called out. The lander's probes had touched the surface. A few seconds later, the engine shut down. Silence, a profound, deafening silence that filled the void of space and the packed room at mission control. After a few beats of static, Armstrong's voice, calm and steady, came through. "Houston, Tranquility Base here. The Eagle has landed." The world erupted in celebration. But inside the Eagle, a new, unspoken tension filled the air. They had made it, they were on the moon. But now, they had to get out. For centuries, humanity had dreamed of this moment. But what if the moon itself held a secret? What if they weren't just stepping onto barren rock? This is where the official story often ends. But the real mystery was just beginning. As Armstrong prepared for the first ever moonwalk, he and Aldrin noticed something outside the window. Something that wasn't supposed to be there. For 2 full minutes, all radio transmissions from the Eagle went silent. This missing 2 minutes has been the subject of speculation for decades. So, what happened during that time? According to unverified but persistent rumors from sources claiming to be connected to NASA insiders, the conversation that was cut from the public feed was stunning. Armstrong allegedly switched to a private medical channel to report seeing something. He spoke of other spacecraft lined up on the far side of a crater's rim. He described them as enormous, far beyond any technology known to man. Aldrin, it is said, was filming with the onboard camera. Was this just a story, a myth born from the excitement and mystery of the event? Or did NASA deliberately cut the feed to prevent a global panic? We're told it was just a technical glitch, with the communication equipment overheating. A convenient explanation, perhaps. But let's think about Armstrong himself. He was a famously private and humble man. After returning to Earth as the biggest hero on the planet, he shied away from the spotlight. He stopped signing autographs. He gave few interviews. Was he just a private person uncomfortable with fame, or was he a man carrying the weight of a secret he was forbidden to share? A secret about what he really saw on the surface of the moon. He dedicated his life to teaching, engineering, to shaping the next generation of explorers. It was almost as if he was trying to prepare humanity for something, to push our own technology forward at a faster pace. Did he believe we needed to catch up to what he witnessed on that crater rim? The final twist in this story isn't about aliens or UFOs, it's about us. The real secret of the moon landing is how it exposed our own limitations. We went to the moon with the most advanced technology of the time, yet the mission almost failed because of a simple computer overload and a few unexpected rocks. It was saved not by machines, but by the calm, courageous instincts of a single human being. Perhaps what Armstrong truly saw in those final moments was not some alien vessel, but a reflection of humanity itself. Fragile, vulnerable, yet possessing an incredible capacity for bravery and ingenuity in the face of the unknown. The most explosive secret isn't what might be out there, but what's right here, inside each of us. Neil Armstrong didn't just step onto the moon, he held up a mirror to all of humanity. And the image it reflected is more complex and astonishing than any science fiction story. Thank you for watching. If this story made you think, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories you thought you knew. Let us know in the comments what you believe really happened on that historic day. Until next time, keep questioning.